I tell a few jokes to wake up the world. But when did the world go to sleep? And is it waking up? The answer is it has been always asleep. Only a few individuals in the whole history of man have been awakened. Their names can be counted on the 10 fingers, not more than that. And it was natural. Man has evolved out of the animals. Animals are in deep sleep. They don't know that they are. That is the meaning of sleep. One is, but one is not aware that he is. No animal is aware of himself. And I agree with Charles Darwin on different grounds. His grounds are ordinary, mundane, can be criticized, and has been criticized. In fact, he is no more the accept the accepted as a scientist about evolution of humanity. Majority of scientists have deserted him, but I am in his support on a totally different ground. My ground is looking at men's sleep. This is the only possibility he has grown up from the animals whatsoever, whosoever was there in the beginning, I don't care. Man's sleep proves it only rarely once in a while a Gautam Buddha, a Bodhidharma, a Socrates. Once in a while there has been a man who has guts to come out of sleep and it needs tremendous courage to come out of sleep because in a sleep we have invested so much. It is just like a man who is dreaming that he is in a golden palace with a great kingdom with all the luxuries, and you try to wake him up. He is just a beggar on the street. Only beggars dream of becoming emperors. That will be simply, and emperors don't dream of becoming emperors because that will be simply illogical. The beggar has so much investment in his sleep and his dreams that he will resist in every possible way not to be awakened. He will get irritated. He will oppose you. That who are you to interfere in my life? Can't you even tolerate a man who is having a sweet dream? And even if you force him to be awakened, he is going to fall asleep again and again because on waking he will realize he is only a beggar. Asleep he becomes an emperor. The investment in psychological sleep is tremendous. That's why all those people, Gautam Buddha, Bodhidharma, Chuantazu, Platinus, Heraclitus, they all failed and they did their best, the best they could do. They all struggled against the sleep of man, but still man is asleep. Whatever he is doing proves that he is asleep. These two world wars prove that he is asleep. The coming third world war can be prevented only if we can awaken enough people so those people become infectious and go on awakening other people in a chain. And it has to be done so fast because time is running out. Otherwise, the sleepy people are going to destroy this earth, this life. Politicians are asleep. No awakened person can become a politician because he can never lie. He can never make promises about the things he cannot fulfill. And also about the desire for his he a awakened man does not have any desire and for his ego to be fulfilled. There is no ego anymore. Ego exists as a substitute of sleep. The moment you are awakened, ego has no function. It is useless. You are there now. You don't need it. And the man knows himself. After that, there is no inferiority complex. Unless you are suffering from some inferiority complex, you will not be involved in any kind of leadership, political, drama, religious, social. You don't have the base. Inferiority complex is the cause of everybody becoming ambitious, because if they don't become somebody in this world, in their own eyes they have failed. They want to prove themselves that we are here, that we have been here. They want to be recorded their names in the history. All they know that even the greatest names in the history by and by go on slipping from the prominence, become footnotes, move into the appendix and out of the door. Naturally, how many people we can go on carrying, but they want to make their name. That too proves to be something animal. All the animals in the world have an instinct. The scientists call it the territorial imperative. The dog pissing on the tree is simply making his signature. He is saying that this tree belongs to me. The other dogs will come and smell his urine and they will know that this tree is not free. Somebody possesses it. There are animals who will go on, particularly the lion, urinating on a vast territory just so that everybody is aware. Man also functions in the same way. All these nations are nothing but people pissing and making boundary that this is America, this is Soviet Union, and this is India. You can smell there is a difference. You can tell which country it is. Don't enter without a visa, without any passport, otherwise, there is no need for any nations in the world. What is the need? Can't we all just live as one single humanity? Think about it.